One joke every day for a year, day 39. Are they wildflowers or are they flowers just going through a phase? This feels very New Yorker cartoon-ish. Like two parent flowers talking to each other, and one of them's like, when did our sweet pea turn into such a wildflower? Yes, I was way too proud of myself when I thought of that pun. It's cute. It's not stand-up, but it's cute. I love a good New Yorker cartoon. So that shouldn't surprise anybody. That's very on brand for me. I was at the park today and I saw some flowers. And then I thought about the term wildflower. And then this just popped in. It didn't really pop in. That's not fair. I sat there and had to think hard about it. I had to figure out the phrasing. It's so funny to put all of this effort into how to phrase something that I'm not going to use. I'm trying to build this muscle. That's all it is. There is a theme emerging about my plants and plants in general. I might want to compile all of the jokes that I've written about plants so far. I know I wrote one about my orchid, one about my Venus flytrap, one about my avocado, and now this. So that's interesting to see that's, and I guess it's because like that's a thing that I check on every day. It's a reminder that it's really important to have experiences. Otherwise you just don't know what to write about, and you look around and that's what you write about. I had a therapist one time who I told her one of my biggest fears or my biggest anxieties was that I was worried I wasn't going to come up with any new material ever. This has been a fear that I've had for a long time, and that everything I had to say, I've already said it. She said, well, how did you come up with that material? And I was like, well, I had these experiences happen to me, and then I wrote a joke about it by processing it. And she was like, okay, and are you planning on not having experiences anymore? And I was like, good point. Good job, Grace. Grace was cool. She dropped the ball a little bit, but we don't need to get into that. All right. Okay. The more I think about it, the more I like it. It's just a different perspective. I've been thinking about that a lot lately because on the recommendation of Julie Mitchell, I have been watching Kevin Can F Himself, and it's really good. I also recommend it, but it's very much about like how two people can see one thing very differently, and how they can be impacted very differently. And it's all like, if you see it through this one lens, it's all very cute and light and funny. But if you see it through a different lens, it's dark and anxiety producing and very upsetting and has real consequences. So I think not to make this joke more than what it is, but I think it's worth looking at things from a different perspective. And maybe that's what I'm trying to do with wildflower. Of like, it's not wild. It's not wild. It's just like going through a time. Okay. See you tomorrow.